Okay, we're drafting our torso foundation. We're doing the back sloper, and we just wrapped up figure 4. Figure 5, 6, and 7 are 3 different options you can choose to do. I've decided to do figure 7 because it's a compromise, and I like to compromise. Why not? So, so for figure 7, you do need your back sloper, which I have over here, and they want you to place the center back waist. So here's our center back. The waist is here. So the center back waist anchor point would actually be this little dot right there. They want that dot at point D. And you know what? I'm going to close this window. We can just focus in our 2D right now. We are. So letter D is this little point that are over here. So I'm just going to drag this point to be on top of that guy. Okay, so I'm going to use this tool right here. What is this guy? Let's still learning names. Transform pattern A. So clicking him and getting the little point right where it's supposed to be. Okay. Oh, and it's below our thing. What about layers? Let's see here. Can I bring this border? Let's bring to the front so we can see it better. I think that would be more helpful. It's not really filling it. Let's take this guy and say order send it back. How's that? Okay, that's better. That seemed to work out. Let's pan in. Okay, looks like I wasn't quite on. Oh, yes, no, you know what? Yeah, I was. Okay, there we are. Let's get it. Let's just really zoom in. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why that was hard, but hey, we did it. Okay, so now basically what they want us to do is, okay, they want us to trace to the curve of the armhole, pivot at the curve of the armhole until the side waist touches our C line. Okay, they're not really doing anything too fancy. I guess that this should be slashed open. And we're just, oh, okay, so instead of this armhole shape, we're going to change our shape by opening this guy up. So, okay, so we have to, I think the easiest way is just to split this pattern piece. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to select this line. I'm going to right click it. I'm just going to split it. Okay. Did that work? Let's find out. Are you your own pattern? Nope, it didn't work. Okay. Let's say edit undo. Let's click this guy. Let's right click. Let's say extend to trim to pattern outline. Cool. Now, what happens if we say, cut, I guess, cut and sew? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we want to rotate it where the pin is in the book, which is this point. So I need to put this point back. So let's zoom in here, make this easy on ourselves. Okay, I'm going to click and drag and get you right there. Is that good? Did I do it? Yeah. I think so. Okay, so now we're going to rotate until this little bottom waist thing, until it just touches, it says, okay, until the side waist, X, that's our sloper, until it touches the C line. Okay, I don't know what they mean by the C line because we really have a C point. So is this the C line or is this the C line? Because I know that's the letter C point. In the illustration, it looks like they're touching this top line. Okay, so in order to rotate it, I'm going to double click it and I'm going to move the pivot point up here so that's where it rotates, and then I can rotate this guy. Let's zoom in. Okay, it's a little bit higher. Maybe lower. Let's see, did that do it? Maybe a hair lower. It's really close to that mark, that 3/4 inch mark. Ooh, if I'm just flew in my face, sorry. Let me try that again. Summertime over here. Okay. Okay, let's zoom in. What do we get? Yeah, that's good. That looks great. Okay, so it looks like adding that 1/2 inch ease really helps match the book. Okay. Cool. All right, so now we just have to trace this guy. You know what's funny? This does still look pretty different than the book now that I think about it. It's not as bad as the front one originally was. I just don't know about this pattern. But I think it's going to work. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. So anyways, now they want us to trace the pattern. So how are we going to do that in CLO, right? I think the trace pattern tool will work. I don't know. Let's try it. So here it is right here. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to click all my pattern lines that I want to work with. I have my new armhole shape. I have this. Ooh, I'm going to zoom in here. Cool. Ooh, that's not really touching. That might be a problem. I think it needs to touch to work. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I wish I could really zoom in. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You know what? I think it's just easier. Should I just pull it down? I guess it's supposed to rotate in a little bit more. Okay, fine. I'll just go rotate it again. Okay, let's see here. So select it. I'm going to double click so we can move this guy. I really wish this wasn't so far away. So I'm rotating it, but I'm going to try to zoom and pan. Oh, no, it's still kind of working. Pan, zoom. Okay, pan. Whoa, that was like really hard. I don't know if I'm rotating anymore. Am I rotating? No. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this might be a little bit harder to do on CLO, actually. We might have to find some other trick because I can't see it. My computer's too small. I really, really want it to touch this line. And I just don't think it is. I mean, it's pretty close. Maybe it's just close enough. And, we're going to make adjustments in the fitting. Maybe it's within tolerance, we can say. Yeah. So, okay, it's within tolerance. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this little point and I'm pulling it down. How do you like that? Okay. Handle it. What did I just pull down? What is that? Okay, now I want to delete that because I don't know what that is. Okay, taking this point, pulling it down so it's touching the red line. Okay, so now let's try the trace tool. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to hold shift on all the pattern pieces that I'm trying to trace. See what this looks like. Might be a bit of a mess. Maybe we shouldn't be tracing right now. Now I'm having second thoughts. Maybe we should wait till after we kind of clean it up and draw those lines. That's sort of what I'm thinking, but let's see. I'm gonna right click, trace as pattern. Yeah, I don't know if I did want to do that because I'm missing some helpful guidelines. Well, you know what? I'll leave them both here. And this will wrap up figure 7.